It's Squidward! What's he doing here? Here lie Squidward's hopes and dreams. What a baby.
Yeah, that used to be me. Hello, I'm Jay Lewis. And I'll admit, some days it used to feel only right to just look in front of the mirror and...
I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah, they were some days. Many days. More than I can count. And yet, when I look in the mirror today... And we don't even need to drink a lot. Maybe a little. But not for the same reasons as before. Yup, it is a beautiful day. Ridiculous video.
What's ridiculous about it?
Still, how do we go from... to...
You're doing great! Good! Then I'll keep it up!
Well, for me, what's really helped was drugs. Lots of drugs.
Oh my god.
And then after they wore off, I finally decided to do some searching. And better than any drug was finding out that this
place, this zoo, this prison, this reality, whatever you want,
is not entirely separate from this.
As it is in heaven, so it must be on earth.
One affects the other, doesn't it? The problem with this is that we tend to see it as a one-way street going the wrong way, where our outsides affect our insides. And yet that's just part of the illusion, that we are separate from out here. Don't go outside if there's actually a fire. You don't have to ignore the fire. You don't have to go into panic mode either. I'll get back to the fire. Right now, you must realize that there is power in simply the knowledge of this connection. Even just by knowing that this connection exists, you have power. And yes, some of you might still be arguing,
Because why me? If there is a God out there, why would he give a crap about me?
and just like Dean Winchester, you don't have a choice. You were born here. You are alive here at this very moment in this very universe. And as long as that remains true, you still have this connection, this influence to the world around you.
Why didn't ask to get made?
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I wouldn't know. What I do know, however, is that you're in this universe now. Here. In this galaxy, if you want to get specific. And this galaxy, as it were, is still serving you, whether you wanted to or not. Whether you deem yourself worthy or not, it still finds you worthy of servitude from this entire universe. It is the grand illusion that it is not. For how are you to say that you are worthy of being served by the entire universe? But that's just the illusion right there. And of course, it is hard to get into this feeling of worthiness and happiness and just general joy when you are looking at your past or some part of yourself and you are just screaming.
Oh God, what have I done?
No matter what's happened or where you've been, you are still here. Which means this connection is still serving you. And this is the starting reason as to why we want to start being friends with ourselves. So in order that we can actively influence this connection. And yes, be prepared to be friends with yourself for a long time. Because it may take a while to pull yourself out.
Dear Lord, may your loving hand guide Homer to the mattress square and true.
Okay.
So how do we become our own best friends? Simply put, it's paying attention to anything good.
Now let us thank the Lord for this magnificent crystal cathedral, which allows us to look out upon His wondrous creation. Now quickly, gaze down at God's fabulous parquet floor. Eyes on the floor, still on the floor, always on God's floor.
Yeah, it could be a pretty floor. Or it could be the fact that we can influence our situation in untold ways. Tell ourselves that we can do it in the way only a best friend would. A better friend.
The difference between the novice and the master is that the master has failed more times than the novice has tried.
I didn't pick that clip. Kinda works. But we all have this teacher within us. Someone who wants to see us grow, nurture us, make sure we are safe. Someone who cares for us. Even when we are entirely alone, we are not alone.
Stand back. I have powers. Political powers.
And no, we're not ignoring the problem. Remember the fire? What we are simply doing is we are focusing upon solutions. Paying attention to the underlying situation that we have this unknown connection with the world around us. And I know some of you might be saying now,
I'm only human.
well, keep an eye out for any patterns between how you're thinking and feeling and your current situation. You may find that being human is no longer an excuse, but a reason.
That's it. If he can teach a class, he can teach a class. I can teach a class.
Keep an open mind and take nothing as a coincidence. You'll start to find your curiosity between your connection and the world around you is only going to grow.
I saw weird stuff in that place last night. Weird, strange, sick, twisted, eerie, godless, evil stuff. And I want in.
Now it can start small, like everything else. But just keep reminding yourself of this wonderful connection you share with you and the world. And soon you'll find that you'll have plenty of desire and energy to keep loving yourself.
I'm back.
So, I meant mentally and emotionally. And then maybe physically. If you want. Don't actually tell me if you want or you do, though. You know what? I'm Jay Lewis. Thank you.